Today I want to do an Ascension news dump. It's definitely different than the type of videos I usually upload, but things in-game have sort of been hectic and I feel like a lot of players don't keep up to date with the news that is posted in the Discord. Actually, a lot of people probably aren't even in the Discord, but a lot of people that are don't really understand what's happening still. Basically, as of last week, Gray announced that they would be doing a core merger. This would be 9/14, which was last Sunday. Basically, from this announcement, all they wanted people to do was install the PTR client. They show you how to log into it, and people were testing to kind of help figure out bugs and glitches and get them nipped in the butt so they could smoothen out the core merger. That was all pretty like basic boring stuff. Here's where like the main stuff is, right? If you've played Bronzebeard, you're actually probably familiar with a lot of these. I'm not sure if the other alpha servers have this stuff or not, but an expanded Azeroth, right? This is stuff that's going to be coming to Elune in Area 52. They're adding World Forged RPG items, which are pretty similar to like the World Forged Mystic enchants you can find. In my experience on Bronzebeard, you know, you'd be running around and something would be glimmering off in the distance, right? Like in Duskwood, there's a sword in the fire, and you go loot it, and they actually give you a weapon or a piece of gear, depending on what the item you find is, and it's scaled to your level, and it's actually pretty good. So it's kind of worth it to go out of your way and find these items. I'm not exactly sure what they mean by creature RPG overhaul, but with the immersive creature drops, I know that means that all the creatures you kill will drop things similar to what they're wearing. Like if you go kill Defias bandits, right? They're rogue-like creatures, so they drop agility, stamina gear, and they also drop items that match the cosmetic of what they're wearing, right? So if they're wearing big plate shoulders, you can kill them over and over and over again, and eventually you'll get an item that looks like those big plate shoulders they were wearing, which is actually really dope for people that are into transmog, but it's also just, like they said, it's more immersive, right? Next, you can see that they rebuilt the starter zones and there are new locations to explore. Basically, they just added some new buildings, quest hubs, quests, you know, they added some new locations and fresh points of interest, but basically, this is not all of it, right? They're not done revamping the world. They're just updating Area 52 and Elune to match what they've already done for other servers like Bronzebeard. Here's where they kind of cover the things you guys have probably been experiencing on the live servers, the rolling restarts, the rapid hot fixes, some bugs, but no major changes should have happened to any spells or abilities yet, which is cool because that means they probably will change some soon. Like I said earlier too, everything that they're adding is just what they have so far. Like with the world overhauls and stuff, they're not done adding stuff, which is why here you can see they kind of talk about why the core merge needs to happen. It just helps open the floodgates for future updates that come. Basically, it just makes it easier for when they add something to one realm, they can add it to the other one. It's a lot more streamlined, should be less buggy. It's just, it's a lot of like mess ups right now, but it's all to help prevent it from happening every update they do in the future. It's pretty much saying the same thing, builds the infrastructure, blah, blah, blah. But what it does say, they sneak in here that the rune orbs, the mystic runes and mystic orbs, right? They've been converted to runes of ascension. So I guess they're no longer a separate currency. They're both just being converted into runes of ascension, and you shouldn't lose any, I guess. Like they say here, if you're playing for a long while, you earned a lot of runes of ascension. So hopefully they all carry over. The callboard mystic altar have been overhauled. Honestly, I have not played much since the update started or since the merger started, so I don't know if this is in the game already or not. I don't know what it looks like, but it could be super cool. But yeah, just to recap, I mean, this really isn't about it being a huge update for the game itself. They haven't necessarily changed a lot of abilities or anything like that, but they are trying to get all the updates from the other alpha realms that they've worked on into Area 52 and Elune. It's going to be a lot of open world stuff. I think it's going to benefit the people that like questing a ton, and then obviously all the bugs and glitches you're experiencing now are just to be worked out now. That way, when they do start adding updates again in the future, it should be very streamlined, very easy, very professional, which you've come to expect from Ascension. But if you do want to look at this stuff more in depth, like as you can see here, they have the immersive gear drops and creature RPG overhaul links. All you'll have to do is join the Ascension Discord, which I'll link in my description, and then you can just go here and click on announcements, and you can look at all this a little more in depth. You can see they have the expanded Azeroth video here and some more images and stuff as well if you guys want to take a deeper look at this. I just wanted to cover the basics because, like I said, I feel like a lot of people in game aren't in the Discord, and the few that are in the Discord probably don't exactly know why this is happening. So I just wanted to touch bases on that and let everybody know.